All right, so now remember, I was always saying that I was going to connect the world to the Bible, and so you could see the Satanism, the what's going on, like right under your nose. And this is not me talking about nobody. This is just letting you see what you don't see, and it be in plain sight. Okay, it be in plain sight, and we just don't really pay attention because we just listening to music. Okay, but I'm gonna explain to you a couple things about this album, things about the album cover, and I'm gonna do this with other things too. So it don't stop here. So you're gonna see, you're gonna recognize that dang, it's everywhere. Okay, it's everywhere, and because people don't like really pay attention or study, you got witchcraft right in your face. You're doing it every day, and you don't even know it, right? But I'm just gonna start with here, so you can understand just some of the stuff that's going on with this here. All right. So right here is a voodoo doll of Shirley Temple that says "Welcome the Rolling Stones." All right. Over here, this man right here is a man by the name Aleister Crowley. Okay. This album is called Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Band. All right. Aleister Crowley is the creator of a satanic book called the Book of the Law. You got Anton LaVey who wrote the Satanic Bible, but he wrote the Book of the Law in 1904. Now, all the stuff that he was doing is crazy. All right, trust me, and I'm gonna go through that. But this dude was deeply rooted into witchcraft. Okay, now this album by the Beatles came out in 1967. This man, Aleister Crowley, died in 1947. When you listen to the song Sergeant Pepper, it says, 20 years ago today, Sergeant Pepper taught us how to play. When you listen to the song, they're actually paying homage to Aleister Crowley, who was dealing deep into witchcraft. People don't even know this, but I'm going to go into it so you can understand even deeper what we're looking at here. Okay? So what you're looking at here is the Book of the Law that he wrote, okay, and it's got nothing but satanic stuff in it. But the law of this book is do what thou wilt. This is there. There is no law beyond do what thou wilt, which means do what you want to do. Okay. There is no, like the Bible says, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear false witness, all of that. This is saying don't worry about none of that. Do what thou wilt. Do what you want to do. Okay. This is this book, okay? And you would look what this ends with. The ending word is abracadabra, but it's really what they say, abracadabra magic. Okay? This is the ending of the book, right? So it says, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." The whole it's all through here. All right. Now, this is what people don't understand. It'd be right in front of your face. This is all in the satanic Bible and all of this stuff. But check this out. Now, what does Jay-Z shirt say? Do what thou wilt. Where did he get that from? It's always in your face. But I'm gonna go through some things so you can even understand how much deeper it gets. So here, I'm gonna read what happened to him when he was writing the Book of the Law in 1904. Okay, it says in February 1904, Crowley and Rose arrived in Cairo, pretending to be a prince and princess. They rented an apartment, which Crowley set up a temple room and began invoking ancient Egyptian deities while studying Islamic mysticism and Arabic. According to Crowley's later account, Rose regularly became delirious and informed him because they was dealing deep into witchcraft. It goes more deeper into detail, but they was dealing in witchcraft. He used to conjure demons into his wives and stuff like that. So informed him they are waiting for you. On 18th of March, she explained that they were the god Horus. Now, if you know anything about this satanic stuff, you know Isis, Osiris, and Horus is some Egyptian demonic gods, right? It says uh, they were the god Horus, and on March 20th, proclaimed that the equinox of the gods has come. She led him to a nearby museum where she showed him a seventh century BC mortuary, still known as the, I'm not saying that name, all right, Crowley, thought it thought it important that the exhibit's number was 666, the number of the beast in Christian belief, and in later years termed the artifact the still, I'm not saying that either, of revealing. According to Crowley's later statements, on April 8th, he heard a disembodied voice identifying itself as that of all, whatever that word is. I ain't saying these names because these are demonic names. The messenger of horrors. Crowley said that he wrote down everything the voice told him over the course of the next 3 days, entitled it The Book of the Law. The book proclaimed that humanity was entering a new aeon and that Crowley would serve as its prophet. It stated that a supreme moral law was to be introduced in this aeon. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. What did we just see in the book of the law? Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, right? This is the book, okay? And that people should learn to live in tune with their will. What are we doing right now? What are you seeing right now? People doing what they want to do. Don't read the Bible. Don't the law's done away with every single thing, but there's nothing in the law that you wouldn't. That's bad. Thou shalt not kill. You don't want nobody. Thou shalt not steal. You don't want nobody stealing from you. Thou shalt not kill. You don't want nobody killing you or anybody you love. Thou shalt not bear false witness. You don't want nobody saying you did something you actually didn't do. I mean, I can go down the line. There's nothing wrong with the law, but just like I said, anything that the Most High creates, Satan is going to do the opposite. So my whole thing is the same thing. And once again, Aleister Crowley, I'm gonna go into it, but Aleister Crowley was living the alternate lifestyle as well. He was sleeping with men. Okay, but what would Satan do when the Most High says be fruitful and multiply? He would say do it the other way. If you do the alternative lifestyle, then everything stops, right? Then when the law says thou shalt not, what would he do? Do whatever you want to do. Don't listen to that, right? So I'm just going through this so you can understand. Now it says this book and the philosophy, once again, philosophy that is espoused became the cornerstone of Crowley's religion. Thelma. Crowley said that at the time he was unsure what to do with the book of the law, often resenting it. He said that he ignored the instructions which the text commanded him to perform, which including taking the, what you call it, from the museum. Now, here's my whole point. This book is very revered. People really go into this and they follow it. And my question is, do you think now I showed you guys what Jehovah means, right? It's the God of wickedness, the God of destruction. It's not the Most High's name. The Most High name is a higher, which is I am. That's what he said his name was. He didn't say it was his title. So if that's the name Jehovah, now you got Jay-Z always putting this sign up, right? That's the all-seeing eye sign. I'll show you that, right? And he keeps calling himself Hova, which is ruin and destruction. I showed you that. But I'm just going to pull it up and put it on the screen again right now so you can see it for yourself what it means, right? It doesn't mean God. It means the God of wickedness. It doesn't mean the right name. So he called himself Hova. And now you're wearing shirts that says the actual law of the satanic book by Aleister Crowley. Now you tell me that these people don't know what they're doing. You see, you can't tell me that because I know that you know what you're doing. I know that they know what they're putting right in front of our face. So the thing is, when it's so subtle, you won't know it. Like, for instance, Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin bought Aleister Crowley's house, okay? Because they was deep into all of these people. Jimmy Page, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, all of these groups was infatuated by this man who was creating nothing but demonic books and poems and conjuring demons and learning, practicing magic, everything, right? Now, who got all of the best information? With Cambridge. This is the school he went to. From 1895 to 1898, he went to Cambridge University, right? So he did a lot of stuff there. He had poems in the Cambridge magazine called The Granter, all these different type of things, right? It says Crowley had his first significant mystical experience while on a holiday in Stockholm in December 1896. Several biographers, including Lawrence Sutton, Richard, whatever that last name is, and Tobias Churton, believe that This was the result of Crowley's first same-sex sexual experience, which enabled him to recognize his bisexuality. At Cambridge, Crowley maintained a vigorous sex life with women, largely with females prostitutes, from one of whom he caught syphilis, but eventually he took part in same-sex activities despite their illegality. So it was illegal there. It was illegal there. It's not like in America. In October 1897, Crowley met Herbert Charles Pollock. Well, that's this guy right here, president of the Cambridge University Footlights Dramatic Club, and the two entered into a relationship. They broke apart because Pollock did not share Crowley's increasing interest in Western esotericism, a breakup that Crowley regretted for many years. But this is not, my point is this, and this just giving you a light, just a little bit of light, because I told you I'm connecting all of this stuff to the world. So like I said, I'm not no pastor. I'm not coming with that. I'm going to show you the truth in the Bible, but I'm going to show you the truth in the world of what you're dealing with on a momently basis. Like this is the beginning of me ever showing y'all what is going on. But when I start showing you, there's no way that you're going to say, oh, he made that up. You're not going to be able to say it because these are facts, not fiction. That's why I say people need to read and understand what they're seeing. They got it's backwards messages in music. It's all different type of stuff. But let me I'll give you another one real quick so people can understand that it's not by chance. You can see it over and over again. Okay. So what are you looking at right here? Right? Like you just looking at a Prince album, right? That's what it looked like. This is his 1999 album. Okay. Now you flip it. 666 of phallus, evil, with fire, with a crescent moon. So all you got to do. And this is just one album cover. Like it's so much stuff. I'm talking about in the actual songs and different things like that that you will never catch on to because you're just listening to music. You're just doing certain things, and you see all these stars and all of this little stuff that's around here. Well, what people don't understand is that the Book of Enoch explains to us that the stars are the watchers. The stars are watchers. That's what the fallen angels were. So this is why people pray to stars, and you notice a lot of people, they get tattoos of stars and all of that, and they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even catch on to the fact that this ain't right. Look at these little red stars in here. You see what I'm saying? So you like it's all in your face. When you study and you look at the world from the real view of it and stop saying it don't matter and it ain't this and it ain't that, you're going to recognize it does matter. It actually does matter because what your kids see, what you see, what you let in your house and everything is very important to pay attention or you will be deceived. Like it's nothing, that's all to it. And I'm trying to say this because like when I have people that like when they come on the channel and they start saying this and saying that and this and that and it don't matter and this and that and coming with mysticism and all that, I know where all this stuff come from. I know what the mysticism is. I know this divination and all of that. I get it. I know what this is. Don't mix the Bible with this stuff because this stuff is totally against what the Most High teaches. I mean, like if you're following this stuff in any way, shape, or form, if you're dealing with anything, you need to stop, period, right now. Because, but don't worry about it. I ain't gonna say stop right now. If you doing stuff, just keep coming to this channel, and I'm just gonna keep breaking everything down until you recognize I'm in some crazy stuff. Because when I show you other things, you going for real, be confused. Like why are they doing this? What happened? Because the people that follow Satan follow him to a T. They actually believe he's going to win against the Most High. But you get the small stuff. You get yoga. You get, Buddhism. You get all these different religions and all this other little stuff. You get your horoscopes. You get all these little things that seem innocent. You know what I'm saying? But it's not innocent. Like nobody, you see CVS pharmacy up there, but nobody knows that the word pharmacy means, it comes from a Greek word, pharmakia, which means witchcraft and sorcery. That's what pharmacy means. So if pharmacy means witchcraft and sorcery, what is the medicines that you're taking? Why is it that your medical symbol is the staff that Moses was carrying with a serpent wrapped around it, right? Now what it's called is the rod of, I don't want to say that name, symbol, right? It is a ancient Greek symbol that is associated with the medical field. The god of healing and medicine in ancient Greek religion mythology was this. See what I'm saying? What demon is this? What demon is this? He had 5 daughters who were goddesses associated with certain aspects of medicine and healing. Now, what has this got to do? Why do you got that as what's supposed to be what well, our healing, right? This is the son of the god Apollo and the nymph. Of course, Apollo is known as a god of prophecy, healing, and truth. The story goes on when Coronis, I don't know if that's Corona, was pregnant with this. She took a second lover who was a mortal. Once Apollo learned of this, he sent Artemis to murder her as she was burning on the funeral pyre. Apollo felt sorry for the child in her womb and rescued him from her corpse. The wise taught the child all about medicine and healing. In time, they became so skilled in the area of healing and medicine that he was able to bring a patient back from the dead. So now you're trying to make this God Christ. The king of the gods, Zeus, felt that their immortality was being threatened by this. So he struck this down with a thunderbolt. Apollo requested that whatever that name is be placed amid the stars as the serpent bearer. See all these names? This is the cult. This is the cult of this. So this is our medical staff that you see in medicine. Why is this the ride of that? So we just deceived in everything. See, all you gotta do is look into what they doing, like they symbols. Like, and I'm gonna go through every symbol that we got in America: the phallus, the Statue of Liberty, everything. I'm gonna show you every little monument we got here that everybody think is so great, and it's every single one is demonic. But we gonna go through it, so it ain't gonna be me. That's why I said it will never be me just talking. I'm showing you everything I say. So once you start talking to me about mysticism and all this crazy stuff, you can talk to me about that because I know about it. I just don't deal in it because I know what come with it. Satan. You start getting riddled with demons messing with that stuff, and you don't even recognize it because it don't come like when you see your movies like The Exorcist and stuff like that. Most witches are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I've met them. They nice, they cool, they all of that. They come with this kind spirit. But leave them in your bathroom, and it'll be some of your hair missing if you cut some. And next thing you know, you look up and they up here conjuring stuff on you because they want you to be their man, or they want you to, whatever the case. Next thing you know, I mean, it don't work on believers, but I'm just saying these are the things that these people do. So you got to stop looking at it like, oh, I would know if they was evil. No, you would not know if they was evil. You wouldn't know that because that's not how Satan comes. But I'm trying to show y'all just small things real quick. And this is just a real short version of it. But I'm going to start going step by step, one by one. And I'm still going to be going, like, going through the scriptures, showing you different things and different things that they've been teaching in these churches that have nothing to do with Christ. Things that they've been lying on Christ about, lying on the Bible about, all of these different type of things. I'm gonna break this all the way down, and I'm gonna shut down every book that everybody think that they got out. So I don't care if it's Umar Johnson or whoever you are, whoever these people are that think that they know something. I'm telling you, you're getting broken down because it's time for the people that need to be woken to be woke. This doesn't make sense. We don't need encyclopedias anymore. Everything you need to know is right. You Google it. It's right there. Why not Google it? I mean, do you want to be deceived in everything? I don't understand this. Like on this channel, I get so many people coming with the arguments and frustrations and all of this, all because they don't want to know the truth. So it is what it is. I mean, I ain't mad. I'm just saying, be careful. You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for this video right now. But understand what I'm saying. See, you listen to the Beatles, you look at the album cover, you don't pay attention to nothing. You don't see Aleister Crowley in the top corner. You don't know Aleister Crowley is the person that wrote the Book of the Law. You don't know that he's the one that's making this do what thou wilt, don't do what thou wilt, don't follow no laws in the Bible. You don't know that. So when you see Jay-Z wearing a shirt saying, do what thou wilt, throwing up the rock sign and all these different things, calling himself Hova, you just think it's just by coincidence. You don't have that many coincidences. After so many coincidences, it's not a coincidence. So that's it for this video, but I got more for you, but I'll see you later.